back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial in this look I have on right now. So this is more directed to those people with really fair skin like myself. I really want to cater to as many skin types as I can, seeing as I'm usually fake tanned on my channel. So I thought I would take off the tan and be my normal vampire-y self. So this look is my everyday, more kind of glam pale skin look. So if I want to stay a little bit more than my basic everyday routine, this is usually what I'll go for. So if you guys want to know how I achieved this look, then definitely keep watching. So I'm going to start out with primer. I'm going to use this primer here by Dermalogica. It's the Hydra Blur primer. I got sent this from a PR company and I've already almost finished it. I love it so much. Okay, so for foundation I'm going to use the Elizabeth Arden Flawless Finish Perfectly Satin 24-Hour Foundation, and this is in the shade Alabaster. I haven't got a first impression and review of this foundation on my channel, but just quickly, it's one of my favourite foundations purely for the fact that when I'm not fake tanned like right now, it matches me really well. I find with a lot of brands it's really hard to find really fair shades. So I'm going to apply that using this Nude by Nature flat buffing brush. And because it's high coverage, it's going to help cover up these sons of bananas. I know there are so many people that have skin problems, but I'm someone who never breaks out and never gets blemishes. I know that sounds really snobby to say, but I really don't. So when I get this, this is like, this is the face of someone who's really anxious about something. I have these like beauty events to go to in a week, and I'm already like not sleeping and breaking out because I'm so nervous. Literally ridiculous things. There's so much happening in the world and I'm losing sleep over this. Thank you, foundation. Thank you. If you guys wonder why I stare into the viewfinder, it's because I don't have any mirrors in front of me, so I do all my tutorials in the viewfinder. It's very difficult. The viewfinder is actually making me look tanned. Like naturally I'm very like paper white. For concealer, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Fair. I find this is also one of the only concealers I can use because it is light enough to brighten up underneath my eyes. A lot of concealers are way too orange and way too dark. I'm sure a lot of high-end concealers would be light enough, but I'm not really about that life. Well, I can't afford that life. And I'll just apply a little bit over my obnoxious face demon, because why not? And I'm just going to use the same brush I used for my foundation to blend that in. I find this concealer almost stings a little bit when I first put it on, but honestly, it just looks so good that I don't even care. Like, it could sting a heap more than this and I would still use it. That's kind of sad. To set our face, because I am the greasiest human alive, we're going to use the Nude by Nature Natural Mineral Cover in Fair Skin. This is, even though it's in the lightest shade that they have to offer, it's almost a bit too dark and a little bit too pinky, but I'm still using it just because it's literally the closest thing I have to my skin colour. I'm at the point where I'm going to be forced to go high-end because nothing in the drugstore caters for my skin colour. And then I'm going to use a smaller tapered brush just to pat that underneath my eyes, and then for the rest of the face I'm going to go in with a larger brush. Make sure you do the signature under eye setting face. And for the rest of my face, I just use this really giant, fluffy, what's this called? Finishing brush by Nude by Nature as well. Their new brush range is so good. You guys have to check it out. So I'm just buffing that all over my face. It is a higher coverage powder, but honestly, I don't even mind. I keep thinking there's something wrong with my lighting because I look so white and washed out, but jokes, it's just my skin colour. For my brows, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Brow Artist Kit. I keep going to say plumper, but it's just the kit. And I'm just going to be using this shade right here on a little just cheap eBay angled brush. Then, because I like to set them in place with like a coloured fibre brow product of some sort, I use I usually use my L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, but today I'm going to use the Chi Chi Fibre Brow. This is in the shade Dark Brown, and honestly it is amazing. The only downfall is that it's a lot less product than the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, but it's magic. It is magic. So for my contour, for some reason a lot of fair skin people are very, very terrified of contours, and I guess it's purely for the fact that you can look really quite muddy and dirty and orange if you contour when you're fair. So you really have to go for something that is almost got like a grey undertone that's really, really cool toned. Stay away from the orange bronzers and contour colours. For something that's more high end, I usually go for the NARS Pull-Over Powder, which is this little guy here. And then for drugstore, I usually wear the Models Prefer Radiant Bronze Powder, which just looks like this, and it just works wonders for contouring. I love it. I'm just going to use a contouring brush. Just popping that underneath the cheekbones and blending that up a little bit. And bam, we have cheeks. A little bit on my temple just because I like to add a little bit more colour onto my face because we look like a piece of paper. A little bit down at the schnoz, just for good luck. And bam, we have faked our bone structure. Next we're going to add blush. I love to use the L'Oreal Blush in it. What is this? 365. So it's this little guy here, and it is just perfection in a blush. Works on absolutely everybody. So I'm just going to apply that just above where we contoured and blend that forward a little bit. I just love this type of blush for when I'm fair. It's nothing like too crazy. Kind of just melts into the contour and Now for the best part of pretty much every tutorial on the internet right now, we're gonna highlight. So, I mean, I really should get a new highlighter and stop using this one in every video, but I'm just using the sleek, I can never say this word, Solstice, I think it's Solstice palette, and I like to kind of blend these two together. They just, I mean, are you ready for this? Do you see this? Hello, highlight. So if you are fair and you struggle to find a really good highlight, this one is just, like, I have no words. I have no words. Even when I'm not fair, I use this palette and it's still perfection. So I think just everybody and their dog needs to get it. Okay, so to get started on the eyes, I'm going to take my Melt Dark Matter stack. I haven't used this little guy in a while. The best colour combination in a palette ever. Mix them together on your eyelids. Magic happens. What is this called? We're going to take Unseen, this little guy here, and we're going to fluff that through our crease. Fluff it. Don't know why I just said to fluff it through the crease because it's really not a good explanation. We're going to sweep that through the crease. Okay, now this is where the magic happens. We're going to take Enigma, which is the most stunning eyeshadow I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to take this on a smaller blending brush and pop that through the crease and blend that back and forth, and then also just on our outer V area. This is my go-to for when I want something just a little bit more than just the normal like neutral brown and everything. And of course we're just going to blend them out. The next step is obviously optional, but I really love to add a colour to the lower lash line just to kind of tie it all in together, make it look even more dramatic because I'm all about that dramatic life. So I'm going back in with Unseen on a little fluffy pencil brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my lower lash line. This is really hard to do in a viewfinder that's about a metre away from me. nailed it. I'm just going to apply Enigma to the outer half of my lower lash line. Easiest part is over, now we have to do the winged eyeliner. Okay, we can do this. Okay, so I'm going to do the wings first, and I'm going to do them using the Colour Theory eyeliner liquid, and this is in black. It's just one of those like felt tip ones. It's got a really awesome tip on it. It's really nice and thin, and I really like to just do my wing with a nice felt liner, and then for the rest of the line I go in with a liquid liner. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. liquid liner. I find for some reason I'm struggling with felt liners at the moment. I don't know if it's because I'm doing it over the top of powder that it's getting really quite dried up, but I've gone through about 4 or 5 different brands and they keep doing the same thing. So I'm going to do my wing. Scratch that. I'm going to attempt to do a wing because we know it's not going to be great. Lately I've kind of changed the direction of my wing, if that makes sense, to go more kind of straight outwards rather than upwards because I have like a semi-hood. So my eye kind of hoods over just at the end, which is really damn inconvenient. I find if I go more straight outwards you can see the wing rather than having it kind of get bent in half by my saggy eyelid skin. Okay, so now that I've done the wing, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. liquid liner and I'm going to do the rest of the liner. Lately I haven't really been bringing it all the way down. I've just been having like that wing and then really kind of thinning it out as I get to the inner corner, and I find that really kind of elongates my eyes and makes them look more almond shaped. Now we are going to apply some false lashes. I'm just going to use my Red Cherry 43 with some Duo eyelash adhesive. So I'm just going to apply my lashes using my fingers because I've lost my tweezers. As you can see, lashes just completely transform the look. Oh my god! And to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with the Colour Theory mascara, and this one says it's very lengthening. So we'll see how this one goes because I've actually never used it before. I like to just add a very light layer to the base of my natural lashes to blend them into the false lashes. And then I like to smother my bottom lashes. Okay, now I have to wait like 10 minutes for that to dry so I can flake it off. So far I really like this mascara, apart from the fact that the brush is big, so I like of course hit my ginormous nose on the way. While this little guy dries so I can flake it up, I'm just going to quickly apply some L'Oreal Colour Riche eyeliner in black. Okay, to finish the whole look off, we're going to use this liquid lipstick by the Balm. It is in the shade Charming, and oh my lordy, it is my favourite colour out of any lipstick I own right now. I love it. I feel like with this eye look you could probably pair it with a lot of different lip colours. It's quite universal. So thank you guys so much for watching my everyday glam pale skin routine, if that's a thing. I wanted to do just a little bit more than what my normal everyday routine would be. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe if you're not already. I hope you all have a great day or night, and I'll hopefully see you all in my next video. Bye!